Canine Ranch in beautiful Marshall, North Carolina. Today we've got an all-star named Coach. We're going to start working his basics reintegration workout. And so here we go. First thing we're going to do is a box heel to the right. We're very simply going to enunciate heel and step through the lead. With the target sound. Hey. Going to move forward, parallel left. We're going to release your collar. Okay, so brakes off to the parallel left. A lot of times they look into the camera. Good. Doing a target sound. Good. That's good. And so we're going to take him through a series of turns, showing that he is moving with us efficiently and anticipating a right turn. It's really good. I can feel sometimes he'll bump his butt on my backside. Good. Just to let me know how happy he is. So I rotate and reward on the finish, and I establish a pivot so as that I can communicate a state plane to him. Move into the second rep. Again, we're going to go efficiently. With pivot. We're going to get parallel left. And at this point, we can go forward with some body language. With an overlay. Good. That's going to be my signal for him to pick up the pace. I hear he's been lagging. Good, but we've remedied that. So we're going to slow just like a school bus. 3, 2, 1. Put the signal out. Make our rotation and complete the second movement. We're going to reward the pup. And we're going to hone into the third repetition so as that he can remember this forever. So we're going to step forward. We're going to pivot. We're going to maintain forward progress at all times. I just felt a gentle little buddy bump off of the shoulder to my left calf. Good boy. I'm moving forward with pace. Good boy. And I can begin to expand that. Good boy. And work our pivot. Good dog. It's going to bounce off of us because the leash tickles. But the next component to this is for us to be able to move straight forward. Turn at the last second, and for the dog to remain with it. Let's rinse and repeat as we finish our turn. Target sound, forward, pivot, good boy. And make sure that shoulder continues to move. So I'm training in and through. Good. This propensity to look out into the crowd or into the lens. And we'll pivot, good. And hone in to when I'm moving, he's moving. Good dog. So I'm going to finish him out. Again, all these are 90 degrees to the right. The first set of 3. Good dog. That's a good dog. Rotate, reward, and move on to our next concept. Good. So here we are, right before we start our exercise 2. We're in an at-ease position, parallel left, and we're just standing around a little bit, enjoying each other's company. Then I'm going to move forward and in through the lead. Good boy. And I'm going to step and I'm going to turn. And I've got to get my left toe in the ground and swing that right knee to create 90 degrees. And this dog is going to bump off the handler. That will be our correction. Good. Once that occurs, he's going to fall back into the slot. Good. And then the matrix, good boy. That's a good boy. He'll start stepping. That's a good dog. Let's go. At that point, we can begin to introduce pace as well, and then correct if he's nudging too much, but we'll slow down. Good, and finish our first rep with rotation and reward. So the left-hand turn, what we're doing is we're teaching a plane. Good, and we're also working off of the concept that we no longer forge because we have a handler that's physical, and we condition to his movements or her movements. And we know where that handler is going to be in the presentation. And then we can start to soften the amount of instruction that we have to give the dog and focus on praise. Goodness boy, that's my good boy. And presentation of the leash so as that he'll be gentle, good dog, regardless of the handler. Good boy. So again, the footwork stays the same. We start to overlay tone, good boy. And frame that leash where we want him. Good job. Make the transfer. Again, just like the school bus, we're going to slow to stop where our guy, good, is focused, and as soon as I seat him, I am closing the shoulder to him. Good job. All right, so we're going to move right into our third one. He sees our camera. I'm going to step forward. I'm going to communicate that he's still with me. So at this point, we're rank ordering our pack through motion. Good boy. We'll get a little play-by because he's happy. I'll counter with the check, but he never breaks my stride when we teach this. And it's always out of motion. Good dog. Let's go. So the footwork stays the same regardless of your athletic inclination. Good. So is that we can communicate the principle. Good. We teach in thirds. We also use some induction to basically reward the signal process. So we're starting to bobble and pop up a little bit and get ready for the next rep. So I'm going to start to fuse in and communicate a real important thing to him. I'm going to go downward into the withers, and then I'm going to pivot, and I'm going to look to see if that dog's moving. If he does, I'm going to give a light check. We'll go again. I'm going to give a light check. I'm going to soften it. Good, and call him to attention. Good. Just kind of keeping him in an at ease slot 3 foot from us before we move to the next topic. All right, away we go. So here we are on exercise number 3. We're going to work with our greeting rituals and our recall in the same sequence. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch his flews, and I'm going to bowl him forward with a point and the enunciation.
Hey there. Hi.
At this point,
you can be my friend. Did I drop that? I'm sorry. Here you go.
Keith is receptive.
Coach,
Gives him
there
a
you
positive
go.
reinforcer.
Thank you.
And
Thank
touch
you.
from underneath.
Oh my.
And that's exactly what I want.
Good
so then
boy.
at that point, we're going to call them away.
Thank you.
With coach. Leave it, heel, and we're looking for the dog to walk around in a one-piece finish. Good boy. So all the exercises 1 and 2 are teaching him is who his handler is, and number 3 is going to teach him the send away, friend.
Hey, Coach. My goodness, you are handsome. Thank you.
And we're going
Thanks
to
for coming to
condition
see
to
me.
move away from food as well as touch.
Thank you.
Coach, leave it, heel, good boy. Very practical, and he loves to use his skills. Good dog. So we can teach proper name off of this. We can also work location with the messenger dog. Have all kinds of fun stuff you can do on the farm with the dog. All right, ready? Friend.
Hey there. You my
Third
buddy.
and final.
All right.
We can check
look
see
at
if he
that.
jumps.
Yeah. Oh, you want to jump up here? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Not a chance.
No.
Not a chance.
No.
Not a chance. He's
You're
a
not
smart
going to
boy.
do that.
All right, brother
Good
coach. Leave it and heel. So now we've conditioned him to recall off of a social component, and we can toggle 1 and 2 values, which is stay with your handler, versus number 3, which is go over and greet. At that point, we will have economy of motion with the leash, and we can move him around. We can ignore distractions, or we can post him up and actually go see the neighbor. Good. Ready? Like your friend.
Hey, Coach.
Good job, brother.
Hey, you walking around the street? Nice to see
So
you.
it is just a little motion. Look at there. Good job, brother. Good. So now I'm going to take it to the interior. Make sure he doesn't break through the camera. Good, 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 good. And we'll finish our motion with our little all-star coach. And we're looking forward. Good boy to working with him. Good. In the very near future on some tracking and frisbee. Good job. We'll release him all through. Shake it out. Throw it down. And then we touch from underneath. Good job. Good job. All right, let's go. All right, let's go. Shall we do a taste run? Shall we? Hey, coach. Let's go. Let's go. Remember that? Remember that. Good. sequence of 3 with place, point snap indicator, a few little tweener signals to get the dog to move over to this area. And then what we want to do is we're going to give a signal, our shoulders are round, and we'll give a backside signal. Everybody just give me the old sniff and roll out, and then I had to reposition. That is the correction in the training matrix, and will occur 1 out of 3 times in the first 3 days. Then the dog's going to learn compliance equals finishing the topic, and then we'll only use it when we need it. So we've already got a correction, we've already got a really nice verb. It's time to frame the release signal. Good. And this fusion rep using induction, good, and correction will yield the dog, good boy, good boy, good boy. Learning on the sequence, good. Ooh, a bunch of big boy signals, that's wonderful, man. And so on repetition 2, since I've been working with this dog, it's been very consistent. What he'll do is he wants clarity. And so I'll give him plenty of clarity with reinforcement. And at this point right now, all I'm really looking for is a big old comprehension. I'm doing an expansion of time. I may even do a redirection of my attention. But the basic pretense is I've got him in a location downstate that exceeds about 8 to 10 foot. So I can comfortably work without his hot overhead on top of it. I'm going to return to my brother coach. I'm going to frame the release with a high tone. All right, good Lord. I'm going to go into the 3rd preparatory practice repetition. Good job, in which the dog is going to evaluate the trainer performance characteristics of 1 versus 2. 1 had some correction in it, so hopefully it's enough to get our guys to remember the positives for 1 and 2. Good boy. And be very efficient with his time. Good boy. And direction. I'll give you this, and I got to check my email. You hold that. Watch for backside signals. Sometimes they'll drop just to have something to do. Just like the children's. I'm going to get a signal. I saw a stinker eye. I'm hoping, good, that we can complete this without correction so as that we don't have to go to the 3rd or another set of 3. So I'm going inspection of his toys, things that he really likes. Let me know, look man, this is my time to play. I'm just checking these toys out. Oh yeah, we like all that. Ooh, that's got dog style in it. Good. And so it'll just be a tip, good. Because he's measuring 1 versus 2. And he doesn't have any anxiety about whether he's going to get these. He knows that Mr. Gregg has got a ritual where he returns to him and then lets him up. Ready? Oh, good boy. Oh, that's how good boy. That's how good boy. And let him up, always from underneath. Good job. I never kiss the dog. Good job. I don't allow leaning. Good job, that's a good boy. If I want to feel brotherly or sisterly with him, I will touch the flues and then obviously correct the counterpoint if he was in a bad spot and it created frustrations. Good, but we have a great little buddy. All right, let's go. Okay. Ooh, Coach's thanks. So here we are with Coach, and what a lot of times we have opportunities with is how do you take a basics dog to an advanced format? Well, most of the time with basics we're using food. So early on it would be nice to find an object of attraction that we could substitute with that. So as that we could take our motion principles, freshen the dog's mind with pack memberships fun, good boy, and then I have to follow a little direction, good. Which are your concepts in 1 and 2. So at that point, we got an option. We can take our all-star, hey, there we go, and post him up, good, using obedience values. So is that now we have a reason to follow, good, and our link to our rapport-based relationship. So note that I had a signal in the front and the back. and a pivot. All three of those pieces of communication let my dog know that he's supposed to remain there. Then I'm going to send him. Good, he's already anticipating. Good boy. Now I have the lead on him. Good boy. Only if I need it. Good job. My goal over time is to get my guy, good, to go follow it, grab it, and then bring it back. Good boy. Over off the left side, and then just chillax. Depending on his application will dictate how long we allow him to dance in the end zone. We're going to have plurality in the object, and we're looking to rinse and repeat to get to the third value. So here we are. We're going to call him to brother coach. Ready? Good. Make my platform, bring him around, and show him the second object. He releases. So now all of a sudden there wasn't a struggle there. I'm going to freshen with some motion. Good. Member. Good. Good. Boy. And we're just going to take him around. So now all of a sudden, we are not using food anymore. See him taking shortcut? Good. So I'm making an executive decision. Good. To bring him all around. Let's go. And all it is he's telling me he's ready. He's ready. And so as you know, we have to post him up, set the angle. Create the catch. Good. And then the send. See? Left side of the body. Same way as with the friend. We'll help him with the cord. And try not to use it if you can. Good. Get that toward. Let's go. Good boy. And you see you dancing. Good job. He got it. We're happy. Play bowing, but we don't want him to come to rest where he's laying down with the object. Let's go, coach. Target sound. Good. I'm going to bring him on around. Good boy. Positive reinforcement when it gets there. And then we've got a couple things that we need to teach thereafter, which is, okay, when it hits the ground, I don't touch it anymore. After coach drops it, he doesn't have access to it. So if we make the plurality a piece, so we'll pick it up. Not at all. Okay. Good. And so we're going to set our game in motion, seeking out our third. Good heel. Good. Repetition value. So I just want to show you some insight. I'm going to post him up in a different area. We'll leave him in a different posture. The reason being is I want to show the dog that if he's efficient and works quickly, i.e. follows instruction, good boy, then his pathway, good, that's our good boy, to the finish, which is the same as the start, good, will occur faster and faster. Woo-wee! Last one. And again, we're working day 12, 13. He's frustrated because there's a checkboard. I'm going to correct him if I have to. And we're going to work in and through it. We'll cover it this time. I'm going to return. And I'm going to send him. See? Good. You get the checkboard in great position. Oh yeah, that's my boo. Good job. We'll get him instructions. I don't believe it. He's on a 3 count. Foot, right hand, release. Got to be absolute on the line. 1, 2, 3. There it is. Good. You see when he basically hesitated on the cross of the line. All of his are off the left side. Good boy. Plurality of the object. We're only giving him 3 seconds this time. 1, good. As soon as he drops or talks to us, second object, and then it's a drag. 1, I say, gather the shoulder, 1, good. Right elbow, 2, down the line, 3. Good boy! That's it. Making the catch, dropping it like we're coming back to the end zone. Good. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, okay. Anything off the line on the right, he's not catching. There's a reason for that. We'll not share it with you. Ready? Good. 1, 2, comes back. Good. He'll catch every draw. He'll refuse every fade. Good boy. That's my buddy. I'm going to set my angle. 1, that's in front of him. 2, down the line. 3. Good boy. Ha ha. Woo-wee. Last call, last call. We'll celebrate a little bit with him. Good dog, good dog, good dog. Gonna do it again. That's the way we roll. Let's go. This time I want the dog to pivot around behind so I can get a bigger step. Bring it back into it. Good boy. Catches the draws. Refuses the fades. Good dog. Oh, that's a good boy. 1, 2, 3. Woo! A little bit fast and flat. That's okay. That's on me. We had to stretch it. Starts to default. Good boy to what we taught him, which is the wraparound. Yeah, buddy. Just looks like 3. Good boy. And your basics. Good boy. Now you're being silly. Woo, you're being silly. You gotta make that catch. 2, 3. Good dog. That's our good boy. So that's our Frisbee presentation. Plurality of objects. Teach them to catch it on the left. Going to refuse initially on the right. There's a reason why. Will not tell you. Good.